All right, y'all, let's get into it. Let me cut the music. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of hashtag CB99 Talks. It's episode 159. What's up, y'all? What's going on? We live for another one. I was just about to get on. I was setting the live up, and then I saw this piece of news come in, and I was like, oh boy, the news just got crazy. And it ain't even like, it's breaking news, but at the same time, it's something we got to talk about, right? Even though we don't want this to happen. What's up, y'all? Paul, Marcus, Bell, BJ in the building, Robot Chicken, G Frame, and then you got a GG dot 263. What's up, man? What's up? Got a few things to talk about. Got to add this on now. We got to talk about this one here. Definitely got to speak on this, which I will in a second. Um, yeah, BJ Blinko, definitely one of my favorites. Definitely just one of my favorite fighters to watch throughout the past years. I got a rep for them old heads that's still in the game. Them fighters that's around my age. Holly, Arlene. Still got a rep for them, man. But we didn't have too much going on this weekend, right? What do we have? That UFC Fight Night card. Robert Whitaker and what's his name? It wasn't a bad card. It really wasn't a bad card. No women's fights, but Aliskerov, right? Whitaker versus Aliskerov. I know everybody was going for Aliskerov, man. I should have shoot. If I was gonna bet, I would have bet on Robert Whitaker, man. And then same thing with Volkov, man. So we had some good fights. I was going for Volkov. I was going for Whitaker. At Magomedov fight, it was okay. It was all right. Man, my man, what's his name? Volkan knocked Johnny Walker head off, man. Johnny Walker, man, he becoming a highlight reel, bro. Johnny Walker, man, I feel bad for him. He's he's got power. He's got a lot of finishes, but when he gets finished, man. I feel bad for my man. But yeah, shout out to Robert Whitaker. I'm glad he got another win, to get back into the circle, man. Hamzat, he had to pull out. It looks like they ain't gonna reschedule this fight according to Dana White. So whatever, right? So yeah, we had that card. It was early too, man. So I had to go back and watch it yesterday, man. I was watching it last night. I was watching it in pieces, man, because it was one of them 12 o'clock cards again. It was like 12 p.m. Yeah. BJ said he was at Volkov too. I was a Volkov. I love his technique. 6'7". He be standing his ground. He got some good, decent combinations. Long guy, knows how to use his length. Not too many people are really that solid when it comes to using their height like that. I like him, man. I like Volkov. Yeah, that jab was killing. That jab was killing Pavlovich. Pavlovich is sore loser too, man. You see him shoving. You see why'd he shove Volkov like that? We gotta talk about that real quick. Why he shove Volkov, man? Why he mad like that? Because he painted him, man. That's just how it goes, man. He schooled him for 3 rounds, and I like that type of style too. Volkov didn't necessarily see the knockout coming, but he took Pavlovich's best. He took his power away, and beat him. He beat him, man. So I don't know what he was pushing him about. Kevin Gastelum got a victory over Daniel Rodriguez. That was all right fight. Magomedov fight was okay. I thought that I saw some holes in his game with Antonio, kind of snapping his head back in the first round. I know Bo Nickel called out Magomedov. I think middleweight's probably going to be the he's the bully Volkov in training. Oh, okay. So now he mad. Too bad, man. Got his butt whooped. Just take it like a man. That's it. I don't know, man. I think what was I gonna say? Men's middleweight division. That's the fire division. Like, for the women it's flyweight. For the men, it is middleweight. Middleweight is really on and popping right now because you got my man Kopolov in there. Now you got Bo Nickel, Magomedov, Robert Whitaker trying to get back into the mix. That's why middleweights was taking up most of this card, right? It was like three middleweight fights on this card. So yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on the middleweight division. And if Hamzat ever come back, right? If he ever come back, I don't think he's coming back until what? Fall. So we'll see. Yeah, middleweight and featherweight. That's why they got the tough house rocking, But man, I got my eyes on this middleweight division, just seeing who's gonna crack this top 15 next, man. For real. So what else did we have? Yeah, another 12 o'clock card, man. Bellator. What was that? That Bellator card came on at like 12 o'clock, man. I was taking a nap, man, because I had to go to work. I was like, man, I can't get up, man. Can't get up for this, man. I'm still taking my nap. I mean, it was over in Dublin anyway, so it was going to be an early card, but not a bad one. I just kind of flipped around it. I had to go back and check out, the women's fights on there. What's her name? Michelle Montag. And what was her opponent's name? Sobek? Girl from Poland. Karolina Sobek. I saw Karolina Sobek a couple of times in PFL. I'm sure y'all have too, right? Sobek was taking on Aspen Ladd, and she got finished. So I hate to call Karolina Sobek easy work, but this girl Michelle Montag is looking like a little beast right now. I see her up in there rolling and training with Kayla Harrison. She's got some speed to her. She's long, lean, and quick. So after she suffered that cut, she kind of turned it up on Sobek, got that back, and she was just showing that strength in there until she was able to get in that position and get that rear naked choke. So that was a good finish for her. What is she, 5-0 now? Yeah, I don't know if you watch her like that, BJ, but yeah, check out Michelle Montag. That girl's solid. I know she still needs some work, but we'll see. GG says the fight, there's going to be people salty. It's not a big deal. They know each other. Actually, I've seen them playing chess in a photo. Oh, you talking about Hamzat? Yeah, that wasn't a bad showing for Michelle Montag. I want to see how far she's able to go in Bellator. I think with the way she's moving, I want to see her fight. What's the girl's name? Sarah Collins, that other featherweight. I know you've seen her, BJ. She's another featherweight. That's another one I'd like to see Michelle Montag fight. That'd be a good fight. Both got really good ground games. Oh, Aaron Mike, what's up? He said Montag flipped the switch, executed Sobek. I like how respectable she is, though. Yeah, she was respectable. She was very respectable. Yeah, Sobek, man, she was easy work, man. I think she just really needs to work on her takedown defense. This girl, she's tall. She's big, man. You can't be big for nothing. I think she really needs to work on her takedown defense, jab. They'll keep that fight standing. Seems like she has trouble with that. She's 5'9". She's a tall, long girl, but that's 3 in a row for her, man. She's lost to Evelyn Martins. Evelyn Martins just got knocked out last week against Autumn Norton. And then she got finished against Aspen Ladd. And now she got finished against Michelle Montag. So, yeah, she's still got some work to do. Still got a lot of work to do, man. What else was on this card? Yeah. The rematch. This rematch is like from 7 years ago. Sinead Kavanaugh taking on Arlene Blencowe. I was going with Arlene Blencowe in this one. I felt like Arlene Blencowe, even when it comes down to boxing, I think her kickboxing is very, very, very much sharper than Sinead Kavanaugh. Sinead Kavanaugh, she's more of a boxer, brawler. She comes in with that Conor McGregor demeanor. Probably should have left Conor at home, no. I'm just saying, because Arlene, man, she was prepared for it all. She was, the way she was piecing up Sinead Kavanaugh and landing that right hand, she was just putting that work in on her. Oh, man, Tara Graf, BJ. Tara Graf. The way that right hand landed, man. Oh, man. Let me see if I got the picture. Let's put the picture up there. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Look. Arlene Blencowe landed that big right hand on Sinead Kavanaugh, put her down. Sinead tried to get back up. What happened? Shoot. Arlene locked that guillotine in just like that, man. And Sinead Kavanaugh, she just wasn't prepared for it, man. Maybe she expected this just to be a brawling match, but hey, Blanco's been working on her game. I like that. She's been working on her submission game. Yeah, yeah, man. And I like that. Arlene Blanco, she's still tough. I mean, everybody's seen better days, of course. But even after taking on Cyborg 2 times, I think she's still pretty strong. Like, she hasn't really lost much. She's still got still got a lot left in her tank compared to some young fighters I've seen. Like, some girls you see when they take on Cyborg, they just ain't the same. But Arlene's still staying pretty strong, pretty durable in there, man. So I got to give it to her. Strong fighter. And yeah, this was Michelle Montag. She was just kind of ragdolling Sobek. Sobek just doesn't really have that much of a grappling game. So yeah, we'll see what's up with Michelle Montag. Yeah, Sergio, what's up, man? He said that I see. Yeah, I did see Silva calling her out. I did see that. What else did I watch this weekend? Yeah, I did watch this card, LFA 186. Couple of good fights. My girl Sid Vicious, she's been out for like a year. I remember she lost to Fatima Klein. She bounced back with a win, bounced back with a finish this weekend against Brittany Kamosi. First round rear naked choke. I mean, she came in, putting the pressure on Brittany. Good. Just a good takedown too, good takedown. Looked like she's really been working. And Kamosi, I thought she was about to get back to her feet, just like in her position, but the way she just like turned over and gave up her back so quick, Sydney Trio, she was just on her, man. She was just on her real quick and just locked in that rear naked choke. So yeah, that was a good quick finish. I was just looking at it on YouTube today. This other fight was good. This is one of Macy Barber's training partners, Veronica Borisova versus Najar Rep. That was kind of a close fight. I think you were watching it this weekend, right, Marcus? Did you see it? That was a decent fight. A lot of people were saying robbery, but these close fights, man, you really can't call them robberies. I mean, I could have seen Rep winning the fight. I thought after round 2 it was tied, and I did give Rep the third round. So I thought she did enough to win, but it all comes down to that second round, man. That was kind of the decider. Veronica had some good ground control time, good grappling. But when she let Rep up, Rep kind of pieced her up a little bit in that second round. She was letting her hands go, and Veronica just kind of gassed out. I could tell she has kind of been working with Macy Barber a little bit as far as like how she's exploits her power. But she was just a little bit winded. So I could kind of see that maybe from Macy Barber. She was letting those power shots go, and she kind of gassed herself out. But I thought the girl Rep, I thought she won the fight. I thought she did. Could have gone either way when it comes down to it, but it wasn't a robbery. All right. So yeah, those are the other fights I was watching this weekend. There's always something going on as far as like WMMA outside of the UFC. But when the UFC doesn't put any women's fights on, it can be kind of boring, because we do follow them, right? So every now and then they got to have at least like one card where it's just like a drought, right? But yeah, that was about it for me as far as those fights. What else we got going on? But all right, yeah. Let's talk about this, because this was that breaking news. I just wanted to speak on that real quick. But yeah, shout out to Alex. Is that Behunin? Wasn't he on your show before, BJ? When y'all used to do Bloody Canvas, am I right? Alex used to be on Bloody Canvas every now and then, right? I believe so, right? Am I right? Everybody said whatever happened to Janae Harding. Janae Harding did go to boxing, man. I believe she went to pro boxing for a while. Not bare knuckle boxing, but I think she was fighting in I don't think she ever fought any of the zone cards, but I want to say Janae Harding did wrap him up. She did lace him up, became a professional boxer. Let me see. When was her last fight? Last September? Hold on. Let me see. No, last September she still fought in MMA. I believe that was MMA, but she last I heard, I thought she was supposed to go to professional boxing. BJ said, yeah, Alex was on bloody canvas. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alex on bloody canvas. So yeah, this news here should be legit then, right? This is legit news from Alex. So shout out to Alex. Bloody canvas days. He said breaking. Macy Barber is out of her main event fight against Rose Namajunas per sources. The promotion is hoping to keep Namajunas on the July 13th UFC card. All right. So my first reaction was, oh man, what happened? What happened? What happened, man? Because just Saturday we saw, or was that Friday? LFA 186 was, let me see, June 22nd, right? So that was Saturday. Yeah, that was just Saturday. And Macy Barber was there. She was a guest there. I saw Miranda Maverick there too. They had a few fighters there at LFA 186, and Macy Barber was there. Everything looked fine. She didn't mention anything about an injury. She said she was good. She seemed ready to go. But what happened from Saturday up until whatever happened from Saturday up until Tuesday, I don't know. Yeah, she was just there. And then after all of a sudden that happens. So what happened? Could it have been an illness? Did she reawaken an injury all of a sudden? Because let me see, June 25th. Okay, that's today. The fight is 3 weeks away. So if it was like a cold or something or anything like that, you just get over that. But what could it be? I saw she kind of responded. I saw it on Burt MMA, but she didn't even really respond. Like on Burt MMA, Brandon Roy Val, I just see right here, he had kind of responded by putting a little GIF in the comment section, and she just put a little laughing emoji, but she didn't say what was wrong. So maybe she's waiting to release that. But you know how it is, man. If you got a big following, or if you're just a fighter, period, you're going to have a following, and people are going to ask why you pull out of a fight. If you did pull out of a fight, right? They're going to ask those questions. So she didn't respond to, I think it was, again, Burt MMA or Alex, and say, oh, that's fake news or anything. So whatever the reason is, I don't know. Can't be visa issues. Can't be anything like that. Family, I don't know. Possibly. So before I jump to conclusions, I'll just say, okay, I don't know as of right now. We don't know as of right now. But what do y'all think, man? If they try to keep the card on, they try to keep the main event on, who do we see Rose fight from here? Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull up, because I'm going to tell you who I think. And I already see who reached out. I mean, y'all see it right here. I'm on IG right now. And right here, just so y'all know, the number 12 ranked Kareem Silva is willing to step in. And BJ, you texted me earlier and told me your thoughts on that. You said that's not good for Kareem Silva yet. So and I can't disagree. She just got done fighting a tough fight in Ariane Lipsky, and now taking on somebody like Rose, who's really seasoned. That could be a tough fight for Kareem Silva. But hey, props to her props to her, for putting her name out there. Put your name out there, and you might get it. And if she wants it and she gets it, hey, who cares what I think? Who cares what any of us think, right? Even if we just say, oh, that's too soon. Hey, if she gets it and proves us wrong, good. I mean, if Kareem Silva gets the fight and she asked for it, hey, give it to her. I'll support the fight. But as of right now, that's how quick she's quick, man. She was on Twitter like, hey, Mick Maynard, I'm ready to go. Just waiting for the call. That's what she said. That's what she said on Twitter. She just put it out there. She said, hey, I'm ready to go. She said Mick Maynard calls him. She wants to fight. Look at her. She responded right there too. Look, she said, "Yeah, man. A lot of people want that fight. That would be a good good dangerous main event." BJ said 125 just don't seem right with Rose. Yeah, it don't really seem like a. It don't really seem like a. It juiced it up anymore. You know what I mean? Like I could take it or leave it, but at the same time, it didn't really like juice the division up. You know what I mean? Like when yeah, I can't lie, when Grasso moved up and she was working her way up, I was a little bit more intrigued, especially when she was winning. You know, I was still like at the time, yeah, I didn't feel like she was going to be champion, but she made the division kind of intriguing at the time because she was winning every fight too. You know, she was stacking up wins, and I was like, okay, like Grasso looks a little bit bigger. She looks solid. She just didn't jump right in and fight the toughest fight, and then it was just felt like there was no place for her, right? Like she went in and fought Barber, Jin Yoon Kim, JoJo, Arujo, and so on, right? It was kind of a build up to Grasso's entrance in 125. But Kareem Silva, I mean, she could get that fight because what is she ranked right now? What is Kareem Silva ranked right now? Let me pull up the rankings. Kareem Silva. Hold on, y'all. Kareem Silva. Yeah, Kareem Silva right now is ranked number 12, and Rose is ranked number 6. So that's 6 spots up. Rose already fought Amanda Ebos. But yeah, there are other heads ahead of her. All right. There are other heads above Kareem Silva. You got Natalia Silva. You got Caitlin Chikagan. And of course, you got Erin Blanchfield. And I've been seeing that name tagged. I've been seeing that name tagged now in the comment sections here. People have been tagging Erin Blanchfield. I believe some tag Natalia Silva, but mostly Erin Blanchfield. And the name that I want to see, you know what name I want to see? How about the number 5? Jessica Andrade. That's what we need. We need Jessica Andrade, Rose Namajunas 3. That's what I want to see right there. Perfect timing. I wanted that junk for 300, but this is what I want. Go ahead and make this thing happen. Because like BJ said, Rose, it's not really like this big flare. Like I feel the same way. Like it's not this huge flare. I can take it or leave it with Rose there, but the best fight for Rose right now is somebody she is 1-1 with, and we know is a guaranteed banger. And that's Jessica Andrade. That's what I want to see. Andrade, Namajunas 3. Make that happen. Because first off, we know Andrade will take that fight. Okay? Next to Kareem Silva. A lot of these girls, let me be real. A lot of the girls at flyweight, they will answer short notice fights. Natalia Silva, Caitlin Chikagan, she will too. So that's not really a reason why, but let's be real. It's because of the style matchup, man. Especially at 125. Let's see how this thing changes around, right? Let's see how this thing changes as far as like the weight and the power and the strength. Let me go through these comments real quick. Aaron Mike said, would Erin Blanchfield more likely finish Rose or get KO'd? I don't think Rose would get KO'd, Aaron Mike. No, excuse me. I don't think Erin Blanchfield would get KO'd. I think she might get pieced up or she could get buckled. Like Rose, I could see taking her down, taking her to a decision. If anybody gets a finish in this thing, I think Erin Blanchfield would get the finish by like a submission or something like that. But who knows, man? Like if Rose is slick with it and she catches the chin, but Erin got a good chin. Erin's young and she's tough. She's got a good chin. She took some hard shots from Manon, so I don't know if Rose knocks her out like that. Rose has the accuracy still, but her power didn't really like carry up like that. It's not devastating, I could see Erin marching through some of those shots, but Rose could beat her by a decision. But Erin, she could get a victory by submission. Paul said that makes sense to me. The names are big enough and there's a storyline to sell there. Yeah, that's what I think, man. Robot said I like Kareem's chances truthfully. James said if Rose beats Andrade and gets a title shot after that, Dana White privilege is in full effect. Yeah, but yeah, if that happened, definitely. But that would be a mess. At this point, the whole fight just need to happen because we need to make up for losing Macy Barber. Like we need somebody to keep that same energy and that same momentum. You know what I mean? Like I know some people might have felt like Barber Namajunas was kind of going to be like Jessica Andrade again, maybe, you know, because she packs the power and she's heavy, you know, she's heavy handed. But ain't nothing like the real thing, man. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Let's go ahead and put Jessica Andrade in there, man. That would be a good fight. Like I said, any of these other matches, because you know Natalia Silva, she would jump at Natalia Silva, you know, she would jump at the chance of this to fight, you know, two-time champion and to be a main event. Caitlin Chikagan, I'm sure she would too. You know, she'd like to get that money. So I don't think though Caitlin Chikagan would do it. No, we might as well take her out because you can see she's chilling right now too, man. She's been chilling. Like you go to her IG, she's chilling right now. She's living life as of right now. So we'll scratch her off because this is one short notice she's not going to take because it's only a few weeks away, and you know she's living life right now. You know, I mean, if they presented her money, maybe she would, but from what I'm seeing, I don't think so. But as of right now, those might be the names that jump at the opportunity. You know, Kareem's already jumped at it. Aaron's a name, but if I'm sure if Jessica Andrade hears if she catches wind of this, she might call Rose out. She might try to jump on that train. Paul said, not even joking. I just got a plane ticket to go see Macy versus Rose. Super bummed if this is legit. Oh, man. Dang, man. You just got a ticket to go. Wow, man. Well, hey, just pray that they make Andrade Rose 3. Because at least with that, you guaranteed a banger, man. Imagine you get to see that fight. Imagine you get to see them close out that rivalry. And at this weight, it's going to be a guaranteed crazy, man. 5-round fight between these two. Shoot. I don't see it going the distance this time, man. I got to give Rose a lot of credit, you know, in that second fight, man. The second fight, when it went the distance, I was like, dang, Rose still in here. Suffered a broken bridge of the nose, I think torn cartilage, but she was in the fight, man. You know, so you get to witness that live, Paul. Shoot. James said beating Andrade on full camp doesn't scream title shot. No, it don't. It really don't. It don't. But it's a good fight. It would just be a good fight because Macy's, you know, out. James said if Kareem can't beat Rose, they're not what they're making her out to be. Let's see. Rose is winning the first fight and won the first 2 rounds in the second, but Andrade whooped in the third. Yes, he finished in the third. Yeah, Paul, man, dang, man, man. Hopefully they're able to keep this main event. You know, if that's what you're really looking forward to, Paul. You know, if they are gonna try to find somebody, you know, I'm sure it'll pay off because it's not really a bad fight at flyweight. I mean, this one here did make a lot of sense right now. We're going to see if Macy could get a 7th victory. We're going to see if Rose could stay alive at 125 and keep it moving. But now we got to put that on hold. But there's always other names that's going to answer some questions. But I don't want no questions, man. I want that Andrade fight. I want that Andrade rubber match. Marcus said, I remember what happened last time Rose fought Andrade when she got flatlined. The first time it was beaten up in the second, but she won. Yeah, that second fight, man, she was still in the fight, man. I was surprised, you know, that she took some of Andrade's best shots in that one. But Andrade at 125, man, her leg kicks and her punches, so much more power on him. So much more power on him. G Frame said Natalia and Kareem would be good replacements, but we know Aaron would say yes, and the UFC likes that. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Aaron would, and I'll take that too. Like Aaron's a step higher. Aaron is number 3 too. So that's what Rosa Street's trying to go for. I'm sure she won't turn that down. I mean, they're 2 different styles, but they're just as dangerous, man. Aaron in a 5-round fight. Oh, that's a good one too. Like for purposes of seeing Rose get higher in the division, yeah, Aaron fight would be good. But if you just want like an entertaining main event and you want me to call that main event that night, y'all, if y'all want a good main event for me to call, one that I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, we got to get that Andrade fight then. Hopefully they can save it, man. Kareem jumped at it though, man. We'll see how the matchmakers look at it. All right. Paul said, I'd be happy with Andrade. Wanted to see Macy though, Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Macy was something new. And I know you were going for Macy. I know you were going for Macy. So yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah. All right. So what else we got going on this Friday? Well, I will be on this Friday because this is a fight week, right? This is a fight week. We got INVICTA FC Friday, INVICTA FC 55 Friday, and of course we got UFC 302. 302. We got this fight, right? 303. My bad. But let me jump back over here. Yeah, INVICTA FC 55 is on Friday, and maybe I'll get on. We'll see. I know it starts at 8, and there's like I think 7 fights. Hopefully, we get through them pretty quick. Man, I don't know. We'll see because I know I have to go to the dentist Friday. We'll see how I feel after. We'll see. I got a dentist appointment really early in the morning, but we'll see how I feel after. I mean, the card, starts at 8 p.m. And I might jump on and we'll watch this card together. INVICTA FC 55, Bernardo versus Ruben. This is Talita Bernardo making the first title defense of her, title defense for her bantamweight belt against Olga Rubin. Let me see here. And we got 7 fights on the card. Some familiar faces. Got some familiar faces on this card. Talita Bernardo, let me see. She had won the belt against Tanisha Tennant January 18, 2023. Wow, over a year ago. Dang. INVICTA FC, there's a lot of spaces between them cards. But according to Shannon Knapp, she said they're not going out of business, though. So I know some people think that it's kind of been going down, since they moved around a lot. I remember they were on another channel. And of course, they're now on UFC Fight Pass. Why don't they just go back to UFC Fight Pass? Why don't they just go back to UFC Fight Pass? Simple as that. Because UFC, a lot of your talent comes from there. I mean, it's been coming from everywhere now, like LFA, Contender Series, Cage Fury. But come on, INVICTA FC is like the only platform that's just dedicated to WMMA. So why not just keep it on UFC Fight Pass? As simple as that. Give it a simple home where everybody can see it, right? Paul, I got that coming. Don't worry, I got that coming. Macy versus Aaron incoming, possibly. Let's say if Kareem Silva gets the fight against Rose, Macy and Aaron will probably happen next. Macy Aaron might be coming in like September now. Because I still don't know what's the deal with Barber right now, but we'll see. But let me pull up this card, y'all. We got 7 fights. Like I said, hopefully they move fast. Y'all can look at it on Tapology with me if y'all want. I'll just put the link here. I'm going to put this link right here. This is the card I'm looking at if y'all want to see it. All right, so First, you got a Fallon Johnson versus Violetta Mendoza. It's a flyweight fight. Fallon Johnson making her professional debut. Never seen her fight before. I mean, I've seen a couple of her interviews just recently. Violetta Mendoza, she's already 1-0. She already has a fight. She's fought at Combate Global. Okay. 1-3 as an amateur. So not much information on them. Then you got another flyweight fight. Two fighters making their debut. You guys, was that Zoe Nowicki versus Josiane Oliveira. Both 0-0. Both making their Invicta professional debut. Zoe Nowicki, let me see. She's 7-0 as an amateur. Okay. So she's moving on to the pros. Josiane Oliveira, 12-1 as an amateur. Got a lot of experience here. Okay. This would be interesting. And now we got an atomweight fight between Alessandra Fiera and Katie Saul. Yeah, I'm familiar with Katie Saul. She's been around for a minute with Invicta. I mean, she's been Invicta, I want to say like 5-6 years. She's more, she's always been more of a striker, but she's kind of been developing her style now. Ground game, rolling more. Okay, so let me see. Fourth fight, Taylor Godardo. Y'all know her. This is a bantamweight fight. Yoko Higashi. Okay, so you bringing in some Japanese fighters from Deep Jewels. Okay, so you got a Deep Jewels fighter making an Invicta debut, Yoko Higashi. Y'all know Taylor Godardo was in that PFL tournament. Took on Kayla Harrison. Got wiped, So she's moving down to bantamweight. Okay, and now you got another atomweight fight. Let's see, Saori Oshima versus Andressa Romero, another Deep Jewels rising fighter. Okay, they bring up some Japanese fighters here now. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, they bring up some of these Japanese fighters that are atomweights. I mean, legit atomweights. 105s. UFC need to be trying to do that. Be trying to develop an atomweight division, man. All right, and she's got experience. And Shima 14-4. Okay. So we got a couple atomweight fights on here. All right, then we got a strawweight fight. Got Kay Hansen. I ain't seen her in a minute. Y'all know she went to the UFC for a little bit. She went 1-3 in the UFC, I believe. Hasn't fought since that Pietro Rodriguez loss, which was like 2 years ago. And I watched an interesting documentary on her. Kay Hansen, she's been through a lot in life, so you try to be easy on some people, like some of the things they've gone through, especially the stuff that she's gone through. I believe some of, sexual abuse too. I feel bad, definitely feel bad for her, but at the same time, is proud of her that, she's been able to overcome that. I see mostly now though, she's been doing an OnlyFans thing. Hopefully she jumped back into fighting and, get her focus back and jumps on that. I know she did some amateur boxing before. Maybe she could jump into professional boxing. But right now, yeah, she's getting back in here against. I've seen Sayuri Cannon before. Okay, she's taking on Sayuri Cannon at 115. All right. Okay, so that's the first 5 fights on this card. And then you got, let's see. Yes, Sayuri Cannon. Let me see. Oh, she's undefeated. Okay. She's taking on undefeated fighter. I mean, she's 3-0 though. So she's still kind of green, Kay Hansen, pretty decent wrestler, ground game, but still needs to work on her defense. James said he was winning the whole fight. Oh, talking about something else. Oh, you're talking about Yuri. Oh man, I'm going with my man Yuri. Hopefully he can pull it off. All right, so yeah, Kay Hansen, Cannon, that's the co-main event. The main event, yeah, Toledo Bernardo, Olga Rubin. Tanisha Tennant actually fought both of them. Lost to Toledo Bernardo. She was able to beat Olga Rubin. Toledo Bernardo's got a pretty good ground game, and she's been working on her hands too. I want to see Toledo Bernardo progress, even at 37. I would like to see her make it over to Bellator somewhere, or even like UFC, you know, because I mean, if she defends this belt, she's won her last 4 fights. Let's see, she's beat Pudilova, Cordelia, Catherine Lehner, Tanisha Tennant. I mean, that was 5 years ago. If she could change that much though from the 5 years ago when she lost to Viviane Araújo, man, I remember that, man. Like, yeah, Viviane Araújo knocked her out, man, clean. Yeah, Toledo Bernardo, she went 1-3 in the UFC. You know, 1-3 in the UFC, just like Kay Hansen. But maybe she'll be able to rebound and come back from it. You know, winning 4 in a row. Maybe she wins 5 in a row. Maybe she could go to the Contender Series. You never know. You never know. If she goes to the Contender Series and wins, UFC might sign her at 37. I mean, she could try to come back and do it one more time. I mean, bantamweight, shoot, there's nothing to lose. You know, for Toledo Bernardo to join the UFC bantamweight division right now, they could use her. Shoot, they could use her right now. All right, so that's the card. INVICTA FC 55. Like I said, I'm going to try to jump on Friday and watch it with y'all. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, it's fight week. It is fight week, UFC 303. I know Paul said I didn't have him up here, but here he is. Michelle Waterson taking on Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson been kind of making some noise here at 115. And looking better. Looking a lot better. You know, the Savage has been looking a lot better here. At 13-8, you know, she's never been like somebody that I completely would count out and just say, oh, this is a shot fighter and she's done. You know, she's just been really active and working. Like at 29 years old, like Jillian Robertson's got a lot of experience. At 29 years old, she's gained a lot of experience, man. Like when you look at her resume, yeah, she's fought a lot of people. And it's come from behind the back and has some crazy submissions. You know, some fights that people count her out and she's able to come back and win. But, you know, I think at 125, that just wasn't for her, man. I think the girls in there at the time were just too big. You know, the girls that they were putting her in there with were just a little bit, I think, thicker for her, like Tyler Santos, Miranda Maverick. Who else was she had fought at 115 at the time? I know she did beat Cachoeira, though. And she did beat Courtney Casey and some of them, you know. So I always thought, yeah, there was a level of flyweight she could beat, but when you got to the top 15, it was going to be tough. And those are some of the names that kind of showed that it was going to be tough for her. But other than that, man, I mean, yeah, moving down to 115, I think that's been her best thing. I think it looks like she's been working on her stand-up game. Like, I've been seeing them posting up videos of her up in there, you know, throwing hands, getting that work in, starting to sharpen them up. I hope she's more confident in her hand game this time. She's going to need it down here at 115. I think her submission game, I think she's strong. She looks strong. Looks really strong at this weight. Real lean, too. Cardio doesn't seem to be a problem, too. So I think 115 is a good home for her. She's, 1-2 right now. Tabitha Ricci fight, I thought that was a fight she could have won. Piera Rodriguez, though, that was a crazy one, man. How she got that submission. I expected that. And then, you know, she got a TKO over Poliana Viana. And those are names I expect her to beat. So now it's time to step it up. And I think Michelle Waterson is a good fight for her to take, you know, to see where she stands. Like, Michelle Waterson's ranked not too high. You know, she's a safe ranking for her. Safe ranking, much safer than Angela Hill, I'll tell you that right now. But let's see. Angela Hill just seems like another beast right now. Just the way she's kind of been moving. Michelle Waterson, I say that because she hasn't won a fight in a while, right? This could be one, but Michelle Waterson is number 14 and Jillian is number 15. So this is kind of like a, you know, one step at a time thing for her. One step at a time. BJ says she's 2-1, not 1-2. Who's that? Who y'all talking about? Oh, did I say somebody was 1-2? Oh, excuse me. Let me see here. All right. Michelle Waterson. Let's see what her track record's been looking like right now. 18-12. I believe last time I mentioned her about a year or so ago, what her contract was a 6 to 8 fight contract. 6 to 8 fight contract, I believe. Yeah. Michelle Waterson, last victory was almost 4 years ago. And at that, it was a questionable one back in 2020 against Angela Hill. Oh, man. Okay, you said Robertson was 1-2 at 150. Oh, yeah. I meant 2-1. Sorry. I got my colors mixed up because you know how they got it red and they got it red and green. So I was looking at it the other way around. Yeah, 2-1. Because I just said that too, right? Poliana, she beat Poliana and Pieta, right? And then she lost to Tabitha Ricci. So let's take a look at Michelle Waterson's resume right here because she's in need of a victory. She's in Andrea Lee territory. She's in Montana De La Rosa territory right now. I say her last legit victory was 5 years ago against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Before that, it was Felice Herrig and Courtney Casey. But since then, man, 2019, Joanna, Carla, Marina, Lemos, Pinheiro, Marina again. All those losses, man. That's 4 losses in a row right now. All right. So 1-4 in her last 5 fights. Now, some of them are questionable. Like I said, Angela Hill fight. Yeah. I thought Angela Hill won that fight. But yeah, that was a close one. Luana Pinheiro, I thought she won that fight. I thought Michelle Waterson did win that fight. I thought Angela Hill did win that. Excuse me, not Angela Hill, but I thought that Michelle Waterson did win that fight against Luana Pinheiro. But when she fought Marina Rodriguez the first time, that was a tough one for Marina as well. But that second one, man, when she just fought back in September last year, that was brutal, man. Where she got finished in 2 rounds. Amanda Lemos choked her out in 2 rounds. So yeah, it could just be a level of competition for Michelle Waterson too right now. Because Michelle Waterson, she's got good takedown defense. She's got good takedowns as well. And she's fast. Like when it comes to her stand-up game, I believe she is a little bit faster than Jillian Robertson. You know, how she was able to keep range with her kicks. She's able to slide in and out. It's really going to come down to seeing if Jillian Robertson has the ability to close that distance on her, or maybe even catch a leg or two, catch a kick or two and take her down. Because Jillian's going to need that. And when Jillian gets that top position, it's really hard to get up from, when she's in that side control. She's got really good top control. Some of these girls have trouble getting off their back. And I think that's where Michelle might have trouble. But if Michelle's able to keep it standing and maybe even get working in the clinch and just keep it at a range fight, it could be hers. Like, that's what I want to see in this. Does Michelle Waterson still have the legs to compete against somebody like Jillian Robertson? That's going to be putting a lot of pressure on. We'll see. But Jillian's going to need her own jab in this fight. She's going to need to pile up points and close distance, not just dive in or, just try to pull Waterson down. I think you got to knock Waterson off balance a little bit and then kind of surprise her, Yeah, Paul, no shame in losing Marina Lemos, though. Definitely not. Yeah, B. She finally got her win. Yeah, she's in that. She was in that pit, but now Waterson's in that pit. Waterson there, Andrea Lee are in there, and Cynthia Calvillo if she's still signed, right? So yeah, this one's an interesting fight, man. I think Waterson wins it if she keeps it standing. I think her stand-up game is still enough to get her a victory. I think, she still has a cardio to keep it moving. I think this level of opponent should give her a little bit more confidence, but hopefully she doesn't underestimate Jillian Robertson and, try to even spend too much time on the ground with her. I think she just needs to keep this thing standing. So I see it as striker versus grappler here. I think Jillian needs to start measuring her range a little bit more with her kicks. I think she throws nice kicks like her form, but sometimes they hit air a lot, you know. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Robot Chick said that's what I'm saying, Combo. If G-Rob will look shaky if she can't get takedowns. Yeah. So with the way Waterson moves, I think Jillian Robertson is really going to have that game plan of, stalk behind the jab and close that distance and kind of wrestle with Waterson. Don't shoot too from a distance, might get caught with a head kick or a knee. This one's really tough to call, man. I know Waterson has a lot of losses, but right now I think that this kind of might put that confidence that's needed in her. I don't know. Let me ask you on the comment section. What do y'all got? 1 for Waterson, 2 for G-Rob. How y'all want to do this one? How y'all want to do it? Oh, all right. What do y'all got this? What do y'all got this one at? Got 1 for Waterson or 1 for G-Rob. Marcus said Jillian still needs to be coordinated with her striking. Oh yeah, for sure. She's got to be coordinated with her striking. Like I like the form, but again, that's against stationary targets. Like I really think she has trouble finding homes. Finding that target when it's moving. And who did she fight that I thought kind of gave her trouble with the footwork? JJ Aldridge, was it? JJ Aldridge. I know Michelle Waterson, bro. I know she will, man. She's gonna have to close some distance on her here, man. And actually have to fight smart. She's gonna have to really fight smart. On the ground, Jillian Robinson all day. On the feet, Waterson, man. But I think I might. Oh, dang. Okay. I got a lot of ones here. I was just about to say, I think I might go with Waterson this time. Marcus said 1. Robot Chicken said 1 for now. Paul said 1. Sorry, BJ. G Frame said 2. Jillian don't have to be a great striker against Waterson. Jillian needs to be Jillian. TKO in round 2. No, she ain't got to be a great striker. Nobody said she got to be a great striker. Don't BJ always be twisting words when I say you got to have good strike. Nobody said she got to be a great striker, BJ. She ain't got to be a great striker. James said 2 just for BJ. Zaman said 2. Okay. Why do y'all keep turning her into a striker? She's never have the power hurt anyone's feet. So why should she open a lot of time there instead using blind strikes to set up takedowns? Okay. All right. You said why do everybody want to turn her into a striker? Well, what's she ranked right now, BJ? That's what I'm saying. Like, if what she's doing so good, right? If what she's doing so well right now has got her ranked high, really high right now. Okay, I ain't gonna say that. I'm just saying, BJ. I'm giving you what she needs to do. Apparently, she does because she just ranked number 15 right now. Okay. Same as Aaron. Aaron Blanchfield. She had certain level of striking that got her there, but when her IQ wasn't turned on to what was in front of her in her last fight, she got 50-45. But if you're gonna go higher at top 15, you got to be a little bit smarter with your strikings. A little bit smarter with your strikes. Excuse me. 9 wins by sub each, huh? Interesting. Yeah. All right. B just said Jillian's got where she is from being Jillian. That's all she needs to do. Okay. All right. So no improvements. Okay. BJ basically saying we don't need to see any improvements. All right. No improvements. Just beat Jillian. All right. All right. That's okay. I'll go with number one. I'll stick with one then. I'll stick with one. Should be a good fight though. It's going to be good. Does it go 3 rounds? What do y'all think? Does it go 3 rounds or does it go to a decision? Like I said, she definitely is always game, and Jillian beats a good amount of fighters, and she is dangerous. But I like to see her step out of that realm. Okay, Marcus said decision. G Frame said Jillian by sub. Paul said decision. Okay, yeah, I see everybody that's picking Waterson's picking most by decision. Okay, Jillian by sub. Pretty much, that's how I'd see she'd have to win. Walter Bell said one all day long. Man, I remember that Waterson Joanna fight. It was pretty good. I remember that fight. That was a pretty decent fight. Man, Waterson, she took some punches, strikes in that fight. That was a crazy fight. BJ said, "Who's the real dog, though?" Waterson is a dog, though. Waterson is a dog. I mean, did you see how she looked in that Joanna fight? And did you see Joanna's foot after that fight? I mean, Waterson's fought some names. She's fought Marina, Lemos, Joanna, Tisha, Carolina, Carla, Courtney Casey as well. Yeah, so Waterson is a dog too. She's a dog too. I can't count her out as a dog. Angela Hill, Waterson definitely a dog, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Michelle Waterson was smiling with that blood on her face, man. you know, she's definitely a dog, man. Like you can't be in this game this long and not be with the way she's, fought the people she's fought. I mean, Joanna couldn't even finish her. Remember how she landed that one kick on Marina's stomach in the first fight? I thought the fight was about to be over. She caught Marina with a good body shot. Well, BJ, she had it does win some fights. It does win some fights, but she has fought at a higher level for a long time, though. That's my point. Like her dog did keep her alive this long. Because when it comes down to it, they're both winning against the same level of competition, right? They both win against the same level of competition. Thing is, Michelle's gotten higher up there. She has fought Rose. She has fought the Roses and the Lamoses and the Joannas. She has been really ranked high. Um, you know, Jillian's dog wins her fights too. But on that level, yeah, like I said, they fight the same level of competition. They win against the same level of competition. That's why they both rank number 14 and 15 right now. They win against the same level of competition, and that's why we're here. James said, "Real dog got to be Pena when she gets that arm snap." BJ said, "Who was that show Waterson out?" Rose. Yeah, it was Rose. Yeah, Rose. Rose. That's a good fighter. That's a good fighter. She lost to some good. She definitely lost to some good fighters. All right, but we'll move on here in a second. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and move on right here because I'm gonna jump off here in a little bit, get ready to close out. But we got this fight here, y'all. Myra Buena Silva versus Macy Chase on. Hopefully it's still on. Hopefully these fighters are closer to making weight. Macy Chase on got a wish the best for her as far as getting her weight down, because it's tough, right? All right. So Bueno Silva, Macy Chiasson, this one here should be, this one here, I think, is going to show us like how strong Bueno Silva really is. Like, is she going to be able to take some hard shots from a big bantamweight like Macy? Also, is she going to be able to get Macy down on the ground to utilize her jiu-jitsu? You know, um, this is a good position right now for Macy to be in. You know, if she can get another victory, especially against somebody like Mayra Bueno Silva, who came in making noise, you know, she might put herself into that category where if she wins big, she could call out Kayla Harrison, right? You know, Kayla Harrison, since the Holly Holm fight, it kind of seems like they just kind of been sitting back with her right now. They haven't really been trying to schedule another fight with her. I don't know if they're still trying to pull Amanda out of retirement. That's why I posted Amanda up earlier, because, yeah, I'll talk about her here in a minute. But let me see. Let's pull up some stats here on these fighters. 1 second. All right, let's see. Tapology. I'll use Tapology. Pieta, Prosca 2. All right. Yeah, Mayra Bueno Silva, let's see, 10-3, lost her last fight against Rocky Pennington. Got taken to school pretty much in that fight, right? She got taken to school in that fight. There was no lie, no lie there. I mean, Mayra Bueno Silva got taken to school, man. Mayra Bueno Silva, she just wasn't ready for that level of striking, even that level of ground game. So I can't really say like her level of ground game might be dangerous to Macy. Like, Macy has been developing, like the way she's been able to hold her own, even control and get some good reversals in there. Now Macy Chiasson is looking stronger too, so it might be a dangerous place. So I think overall, we just got to see if Mayra Bueno Silva has the power and strength to get Macy's respect. And that's hard to say because Macy's been in there with some big fighters. Macy's already been in there with big fighters. Because let's see, Mayra Bueno Silva, she started off strong, beating Wu Yanan, Stephanie Edgar, Landsberg. And the Holly Holm fight, if you want to count it, that was overturned, but she was able to finish Holly Holm with a ninja choke, right? But after that, whenever she was in there with somebody that had a little bit more versatility to him, was strong and seasoned, she was having problems, right? She was having a lot of problems in there. So I think the same thing could happen here. Macy, as long as weight's not going to bother Macy, I think, Macy Chiasson has a good chance to win this fight, big, maybe by stoppage on the feet. She's a strong puncher when she lets her hands go. And that's one thing I want to see about Macy Chiasson, man. Like, I still want to see her revert back to that clinch fighter where she be throwing them knees to the body. Panty Kansas was her last victory, rear naked choke. The Irene Aldana fight, she lost with that up kick. It was a competitive fight, though. The Irene Aldana fight was competitive. She lost a close fight to Norma Dumont. And she also lost to Rocky. So, there's a similar level here. Both fighters are still trying to make those right adjustments. But I think with Macy Chiasson being around a little bit longer in this division, if she can make the weight, I think, to me, she's more so built for making those right adjustments and leveling up at this point. If the weight is on point. If the weight isn't an issue, which I hope it's not. I'm hoping it's not. Let's see. Irene Aldana, she lost to in 2022, almost off 2 years. Dang, over a year and a half before she came back against Panty. So it's been a while since she's fought, though. Yeah. Mayra Bueno Silva does have that experience too, taking on a Holly, and getting a quick finish. So Mayra got to be quick on the feet too with her submissions. And Chiasson, she has to watch out for that. To me, I think Chiasson needs to use that length in this fight. Just kind of pick her apart, set up a, those inside leg kicks to set up a head kick. Myra Bueno Silva is wide open, man. That's one thing. Why am I even ignoring that? Myra Bueno Silva is wide open to be hit. Y'all know that. Like, Myra Bueno Silva be coming forward and she's rugged like that. She be trying to block shots or take them. So, Macy Chiasson has a clear-cut target, like even to the body. Like, she could go to town, just working on her body with some good body kicks, then set up a head kick. But this is one fight I want to see Chiasson use that 1-2 in, man, whether it's from the southpaw stance or the orthodox stance. I want to see her put that 1-2 down the pipe, man. Like, straight 1-2s down the pipe, using that length, keep Myra Bueno Silva on the outside, and she could win this fight by finish, man. And Macy got that 72-inch reach. And let's see, Myra Bueno Silva, she used to be a flyweight, coming up with that 66-inch reach, man. That's like a 6-inch reach difference, man. And it's like a 5-inch height advantage. Excuse me, not advantage, but difference. Macy Chiasson, man, she got the win. Yeah, BJ, Macy got that. She got to show that equalizer, man. Like, Macy, now that I'm looking at these stats too and what Macy possesses as far as her power and what I think she's capable of, there's no reason she should lose this fight. Bueno Silva was definitely filled out to be a bantamweight, as far as her physique and everything, but her style, I don't really think is like that dangerous to the top bantamweights. Yes, she finished the lesser bantamweights like Stephanie Edgar and Holly Holm. Well, not Holly Holm. I mean, what's the other girl's name I said? Stephanie Edgar and who was the other she beat? She finished. Lena Landsberg. Lena Landsberg was kind of on the way out. And even then, Holly Holm, was on the way out. But other than that, man, Macy Chiasson, like, she's more so, I feel like, physically just big, man. Yeah, BJ, she's just too big to not be hurting these girls, man. Like, just way too big to not be hurting these girls. And I think, like, she really needs to go back to that tie clinch, with them knees, man. And that's what I want to see in this fight. Knees and like 1-2s. 5'11" and 72-inch reach. She could win these fights from a distance. Kind of like how Megan Anderson, was doing for a while. But, I think takedown defense and balance became an issue. So hopefully Chiasson has good takedown defense in this fight. Bueno Silva, her real chances. I really just see her trying to open up with those hard leg kicks she's throwing, but they can be timed. If she's throwing those, maybe that'll open up her opportunity to get a trip in the takedown. But I don't really see her muscling Chiasson to get this fight to the ground. She's gonna have to be slick with a standing submission, or slick trips. When she's able to maybe get Chiasson to the cage for a spell and get some underhooks, trip her. I don't know, but looking at that size, 6-inch height difference. 5-inch height difference and 6-inch reach difference here. Chiasson should be going to work. I got Chiasson in this fight, man. I'm just kind of talking this one up more to make me pick her. Zama said, I bet Chiasson plus 200. I think she wins first round anyway, so I'll just hedge it live. Yeah, I'm going to go with Chiasson. Who do y'all got? 1 for MBS, 2 for Chiasson. I'm gonna go with Macy Chiasson. She's got this one, man. Let's see. That's. All right. Okay. Marcus said he got MBS winning this fight. All right. Paul said Macy. If Zama said 1, he's got MBS. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go with Macy Chiasson for this one. I think Macy can win this fight. There's no reason that she shouldn't be able to not, keep this fight at a distance. And this is all, like I said, this is all if the weight's not an issue. If the weight's not an issue, she should be able to win this thing, man. I'm hoping that they were able to stay near the weight. I hope the weight cut's not going to be rough. Like, it all depends on what the weight cut looks like, y'all. Like, if it really is rough and she misses, I don't know, man. She might be really, it could weaken her, because so that's the one thing, I remember in one interview she said spending like hours and hours, running to lose weight, like 30 miles a week to be a bantamweight. So we'll see. Mayra Bueno Silva, I just it's hard for me to pick her in this one. I'm not sure if she'll be able to get that respect, man. I don't know if she'll be able to get that respect with her power. All right, so let's see. UFC 303. That's it as far as the women fights. Just as a sidebar here, let's see. Anthony Smith versus Roman, what's his name? Dolidze. Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez. I think I got to go with Diego Lopez. Pieta versus Proska. I think I got to stick with Proska, man. Michael Page and Ian Gary. Who do y'all got? I think I'll go with MVP. Look at all these cancellations, man. Connor, Jamal, Khalil, Chandler, Jamal again against Carlos Oberg. Look at this, Anthony Smith versus Carlos Oberg. That fight just changed all around, man. All these cancellations, man. But it might have been for the better, man. McGregor versus Chandler. I'd rather see Pieta versus Proskett now. I'd rather see a rematch. Ortega, Diego Lopez, shoot. Might turn out to be a better fight anyway. Yeah, that was just a sidebar on that. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my man. Okay, Marcus said he got MVP. So I'm saying I got T City. Lopez about to get fraud check. You think Lopez is fraud? Man, I don't know, man. But Ortega got that chin, man. That dude got that crazy durability too. But I don't know. He might get put to sleep in this one, man. So we'll see. I'm just looking at the card right here. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get on Saturday for this one. It's been a while since I've done a live fight companion. Been about 3 or 4 weeks now, almost another month. So yeah, I'm gonna call this one. I wanted to call Barber Namajunas, but might be calling Namajunas Silva. Who knows, right? So won't be calling that. That sucks. But we'll be on to try to be on Friday for INVICTA FC 55 and the UFC 303. Women's fights, these two fights should be good, though. I think these two fights right here are going to be good. And, side note, I see Amanda Nunes out there kind of posing, looking like, she's in shape. She's trying to show everybody that she's still out there, maybe staying active when it comes to training. And, Dana White, he was asked about Amanda Nunes being retired, and he said that there's a possibility that there's always a possibility that she could come back, and I knew he's going to say that. So I think we all know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make this Kayla Harris and Amanda Nunes fight to bring this bantamweight division alive again. But hey, we'll see. I think Amanda should stay retired, though, man. I think she's already done it all, and Kayla's just part of a different era now. Kayla just fight Rocky Pennington and Juliana Pena. That's what you wanted, So I don't think you really need to worry about pulling a man out of retirement. James, I don't care if Amanda stays retired. If she comes back and gets the belt, especially against Kayla, it does something for her for sure. Yeah, it's a win-lose. I mean, it's a win-win. I mean, you win if you stay retired, and you definitely win if you beat Kayla, to me. But I'm just kind of like, just stay out. Ortega almost took himself out twisting an ankle during the tail of the tape. Dang, Paul. Oh, he gonna twist the ankle when he catch that left hook from when he put all his power into it against whenever Lopez put all that power into it, he would twist the ankle when he fall. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get up off of here. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, like always. I'm gonna check out the Tough House tonight. make sure y'all check that out. Let's see what Valentina and Grasso up to. I see Valentina back at Muay Thai, Tiger Muay Thai. I see Grasso hitting the mitts, looking fierce. You know, they back. They getting ready. They back from the tough house. They getting ready now. So hopefully they lock in a date. We'll see when. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get up off of here now. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I am out. Peace.